Hey, welcome to Monte Vista Urban Art House. We're here with Jeremiah Heye and his lovely daughters. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Jeremiah Heye.
I'm Leah. I'm Amelia.
Amelia, Leah, and Jeremiah. Why don't you start with, I guess, how you found your medium of tile?
So I've been just kind of flip-flopping around for years and years looking for something that fit what I can do. And I love to draw, but I can only sit still for a few minutes at a time before I have to do something else. And I have to work with my hands and I have to be on my feet. And so one day I came across a book of rock mosaics and saw the cover, and that was it. I knew I found what I was supposed to do. And I've been doing it every day since then, about 18 years ago.
Wow. And so how did you start to make your own tile?
So as the art came along, the manufacturing world just doesn't make a lot of colors of tile, and so as the projects got bigger and more colorful, I needed more than that was available, and so it was a necessity. I had to make the tile, and it was never my intention to do that, but it was just part of the process that came along. And so since then, at this point, I make all of the tile. I don't buy any tile.
Right. So the pieces that you see, every piece in that mosaic is handmade.
Yes. The only exception to that is, at this point, the glass pieces. And we're still perfecting our ability to melt and make glass.
Right, because you're incorporating glass into your tile mosaics.
Yes.
That's very exciting. So how did you guys get into mosaics?
Well, since I'm homeschooled, when I turned 13, my dad kind of took over my schooling. So a part of that schooling was working on the mosaics. And that's pretty much it.
So I've seen one of your pieces downstairs and your design is very unique and I love it. So how did you make this tile your own, the designs? And I know that you have a lot of experience working with your dad, but I see you and your design come out in your own pieces. How did you make it yours?
I would say lots of trial and error, because you originally have this idea of what you think it's going to look like, or it's just like an idea in your mind. But the whole process of it, your idea gradually changes, and then at the end of it, you're kind of just left with what you made. And what's really interesting is the mosaic throughout the process really changes, because at first it doesn't look like anything's in between the tile and it kind of looks bland, but as soon as you add the mortar and grout, it fills in those cracks and all the colors kind of burst out at you.
That's right. Yeah.
So it changes, and so you think it's just really hard, because you think that your own idea is going to like show, but it really doesn't, because it just changes throughout the whole process.
So it's a learning experience over time. So what is y'all's mission or goal or future plans? Where do you plan to take this mosaic artwork?
So I don't set goals, I guess.
For the future?
Yeah, no. Basically, I mean, I see goals as a hindrance to what could happen. And so if I set a goal here, and the powers that be, whatever that is, says that I'm supposed to be here, or that whatever it is that I'm going to be here in the future, trying to shoot for something that's in a different direction is like a detour to whatever it is that you were going to be initially. And so, in a way, it's just kind of sidetracking. And so I just kind of always just move in a forward direction. And whatever happens, it kind of happens. And at the end of the year, you can look back and see kind of what that final point was in hindsight. But I don't like trying to set that goal ahead of time.
Okay, so I've seen the studio, I've seen the shop, I've been there, I've worked there, and I absolutely love it, and I love being there. And so your goal is to continue this artwork, and so I know you've taken the art in the last years, kind of gone in a different direction, or gone just kind of new stuff has come out, right? Do you think that you might have some new inspiration or headed in a new way based on new designs, or?
I think this year is going to be a very interesting year. So we kind of start out with maybe a theme over the last couple of years, and so the idea or the theme is going to have to do something about portraits, but what that means we're not sure yet. And so but we're definitely I don't know, it not knowing exactly what that is makes it exciting.
Yes.
And that unknowing part, that for me, that's what makes it exciting, and that's what keeps me going. And so if I was able to write it down and pinpoint exactly what it is, then I'd get bored, because then it's like the future is planned.
Right.
And so as that develops, you'll know when I know, is how it kind of works out.
So the art kind of takes us where we're going.
I suppose.
And so tell me a little bit about your public art installations that you have done.
I did a smaller work for the Boy Scouts of America and their floor. Really nice little work. I enjoyed doing that for the Boy Scouts. I did one for the city of Corpus Christi on the side of a fire station. I've done some smaller work in a park for the city of San Antonio. And everything else has been private work by this point.
Very cool. And so is there anything else you guys would like to share?
Well, so Leah's been working with me for several years, and Amelia is here because as soon as she turns 13, she's going to be the next addition in the studio, working all day long in the heat, no air conditioning, around the kilns and in the front of the shop, designing and making her own work. So it's pretty exciting that she's going to be joining us here very soon.
Awesome. Can't wait to have you at the studio.
I know, I'm excited.
Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us, and I'm so excited to have you guys part of the Monte Vista Urban Art House and this holiday series. Thank you.